Hi, everyone. This is Miss Linehan from the library, and I'm here to talk to you today about um, Google Chromebook Care and digital citizenship. This is something we do each year at the beginning of the year at the middle campus. Just do a little review to ensure you know what's expected of you with your Chromebook and online presence. And just to start out, and so after you listen to me, we'll have a little 10-question quiz that you will need to pass before you get your Chromebook. Okay, so what's different about this year as opposed to the last couple of years is that our world has changed from the pre-COVID world until now. Um, you must have technology in order to do your schoolwork. Um, in order for us to have school successfully, you must have access to technology. And so that means you need a fully functional Chromebook at all times. It needs to be working. And so most of you have experienced having an unreliable Chromebook at some point, whether or not it's just because it's not charged or the keys aren't working or they're falling off or broken screen or something like that. And so the Chromebook you'll be giving is your device for your entire length of time at ANCS. So for 8th graders, this is your last year to have it. 7th graders, you have 2 more years, and 6th graders, 3 years to take care of this thing. It needs to last you for the remainder of your time at ANCS. And so your main job with these Chromebooks is just to take care of them, okay? So taking care of the Chromebook is your main job. So let me talk to you about a few other things. Of course, you will access your account through your atlncs.org account. Most of you are familiar with this. If you're new to our school, you'll be receiving this information, your login information next week. And so with this, you have access to many products within the Google suite. Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Classroom, YouTube. YouTube is part of the Google suite. One big thing we do not provide you access to is email, Gmail. So Google email, that is one function that you all do not have, but everything else will work for you. So a few questions with logistics. If you arrive late to school after advisory, you may wonder, okay, how do I get my Chromebook? Because your Chromebook will be in your advisory, locked up in a little box. Most of you are familiar with them. And so, you come to school in the morning, you get your Chromebook in advisory, you return it in the afternoon. But say you have a doctor appointment or something and you come in late, what you need to do is, because you don't know what class is going on in your advisory, if your advisor is a teacher, they may be in the middle of the class, just go to the main office and you'll find someone in the main office and tell them you need your Chromebook, and we'll get it to you, okay? And on the other end, if you have to check out early, what you need to do is go down the main hallway to the area where the gym is and drop it off. Well, actually, you're not going to go to the gym. You're going to drop it off in the main office where Miss Haynes works, where Dr. Goodgame's office is and the nurse's office. You'll drop it off with whoever is at the front desk. They will, in the main office, they'll take that for you. Bringing advisory back to Chromebook in the afternoon. Mr. Boardman wanted me to be sure you know that, you return them to the cart, and most of you are really good about charging them, being sure your charger's plugged in, because that's you've got to have your computer working when you return to school in the morning. But sometimes those carts, like the power strip may be off or something may be loose. Be sure every time you plug in your charger, there'll be a little charging light on the top that should come on. And so just be sure and look and peek and be sure your charging light is on. So we know that your device is getting some juice overnight. If you happen to have any issues with your keyboard on your Chromebook, or just the Chromebook itself in general, maybe a key falls off or the screen's acting wonky or login problems. Hopefully it's nothing as bad as your screen breaking. And hopefully it won't, since you're taking such good care of it, right? But if something happens, Mr. Boardman has asked that you immediately just notify your teacher so that you can bring it down to the library. So drop it off with the library. If he's not here, just drop it off with me. I'll be sure he gets it so that he can address the issue, because he would rather do it as it comes instead of like right before map testing or milestones or something, he's having to deal with a whole bunch of this. So stay on top of any repairs that your Chromebook needs. One more thing I want to talk to you about that's aside from just general care and maintenance of your Chromebook is your digital footprint, which consists of your online presence. So a digital footprint, it consists of a lot of things. I mean, it's basically the trail of information you leave online when using the internet. Okay. If you think about footprints and the trail of information you use, that's what that means. And some ways that digital footprint is tracked, or what it consists of, the actual footprints. It's just every time you visit a website, that's a trail. Sending emails, sending chats. I mean, whether it's, no matter what device this is, your movements are being tracked. Also, say you're using a mobile device, there are tons of apps out there that track where you're going. They can track your geolocation. They know where you're going and where you've been. So that's part of the footprint. And of course, all social media, everything you do, everything you put out there, everything you share, produce, like, comment on, that is all part of your digital footprint. So keeping that in mind, just be aware of what you're doing and where you're going, because it's not a secret. Okay? Just be wise and responsible about that. Also, one more thing, and this is not so much with school because you're using a school computer, but just a reminder in your spare time when you're doing things on your own, whether it's gaming or just, on some kind of social media platform, it's a really good idea, especially as minors. Well, I even do it as an adult. It's good practice for anyone to use a nickname. Just never use your real name when you're out there, like your Instagram username, maybe something, or whatever you're using. I play a little online game, and so I use my nickname. And the reason we do this is just to protect your identity. It's just a layer of identity protection. Now, my digital footprint still tracking everywhere I go, but to the people out there online, they don't know that it's Terry Linehan. They just know the nickname I'm using. And then, of course, when you're interacting with others, we just go by the golden rule. And most of you know what the golden rule is, and it is to treat others the way that you would like to be treated. We all want to be treated with respect, and it's always nice to hear people say nice things about us, and to be truthful and kind and sincere. And so just think about what you write, what you chat, what you say, because again, it's not going away, and you'll just cover yourself being kind. Okay, folks. Good luck with the quiz. 10 questions. I know you'll do great. Bye.